we live? Yep, we are live. Hello, Jazz. Hi, I've been told to come here, so... Actually, this is my room. Why did you come into my room? Computer-wise. Not again. Well, to be honest, I gave him permission to come into my room because of Twitch being on my computer, and it signed into two of them. But I do log out, by the way. Yes, you do. Anyways, are we going to be talking about this time management, permission, and names? Yes, we are. So this person said, oh, we don't need permission to have names. Yes, I completely understand that. And I had to have permission. Because ancestry. Yes, let's just say connected to the mainframe. By meditating, and an ancestor with the name Phiro came to me and gave me permission to use their name whenever I feel possible to use it. And come to a couple of years after using the name Ben, I was like, I don't feel comfortable now. And I completely understand because of an ex-Christian boyfriend of yours. I used to call him hubby, yes. And because he made me so uncomfortable, I'm being truthful, he made me so uncomfortable in my own skin and body, I couldn't do anything. I felt so in love, I didn't want to dump him that time. And then he dumped you. Yes, during that time I was crying and everything. But I went through the 5 stages of grief. Yeah, denial, depression, everything, yes. I even accepted that he had to dump me for a reason. Because of the law, and him being Christianic and all that. Yeah, because it says in the Bible, in order to succeed in life, to not be with your partner. And because I'm trans and lesbian, I'm staying with my wife and kids. Yeah, and I'm not Christianic, by the way, everyone. Again, I am not Christianic. And obviously, after that, I was like, right, I need a new name for myself. So I meditated. And who comes to me? My ancestor, Phiro. A female, by the way. But decided, oh, I'm going to be non-binary with the name Phiro. I've learned this, by the way, and I accepted them, which is nice of you. Yes, because it turns out a lot of people in my ancestry decided to be trans, non-binary, or gender fluid. That's why I am who I am. So I decided Phiro would be a good name, but I had to have permission. And I asked them, am I okay to use your name as Phiro? And they said, you didn't actually need to ask for my permission, but you do. I had to ask permission because of ancestry. That's the problem with my family, apparently. I have to ask permission on things, which is sad. Really, because I didn't have to have permission to use the name Jazz. You found it from the B-movie. What the heck? I found it from the B-movie because I loved the phrase. Oh yeah. What's his name again? Barry B. Benson? Yep. He was like, do you like jazz? And I was like, that's my name. That's my name. I was 7 years old when, man, I Feel Like a Woman came on by Shania Twain. And, yeah, I didn't need permission. Yes, I can agree that no one needs permission for the names. And time management now? Yes. I agree that not everyone needs an alarm. I've been saying this multiple times. No one needs an alarm if they're unemployed. And I don't need an alarm because I'm a parent. My own child wakes me up. Yes, little baby Shiru. She, by the chance, wakes you up every 2 hours. I have to be on my feet every single time. I was sick because of her, but I can understand that when she's sick, I get sick. Are you hungry? Yes. It's not even that time yet. Jazz, look at my phone. Are you kidding me? It's not even 6. I know. Well, I got food in front of me. Then eat it. Not yet. Okay. But it will go dry. It's chicken. How did you... Excuse me, Jazz, what... How did you know? Hand cam's on by accident. Dang it. Everyone can't see that on YouTube, by the way. Anyways, take that off. I'm using my PNG in this picture, by the way, and Jazz's VTuber model decided to break down as well. Yes, sadly, so I'm using a PNG of Ticci Jazz instead. Yeah, her OC, by the way. And, by the way, Jazz, since I subscribed to you on my VTuber channel, and you subscribed back, yes, I did. The ad isn't working. It's Ticci Jazz official. How does that not work on YouTube? It just does. Also, I found this picture. Credit to the artist. Oh, god damn it. Anyways, that was a notification from Jazz's channel. Yes, Roxanne Wolf and Gregory's show, by the way. Yeah, that's why I found this picture of me saying, "Get as Foxy, yahar, all fixed." And I'm like, gee, thanks, Uncle. You can't see in those, by the way. Yes, pitch black. By the way, if anyone doesn't realise, Roxanne Wolf in the game. Everyone's had quite a few years for this, by the way, so no spoilers. Unless it is spoilers and you haven't played the game. I haven't fully played the game, but there you go. Oh dear, Uncle, but you already know I've watched gameplays. There we go. So, in the game, in the Roxanne Wolf Raceway, like Roxy Raceway, you play as Gregory. And what happens is, once you put the head on the staff bot in the go-kart, you basically drive, and in an instant, a animation comes on. It's a cutscene, and it shows how Roxanne Wolf loses her eyes. So that's why there's this picture that my uncle here has found, and it literally is a good picture. And yes, because I'm not even an adult yet. I'm 1 year away with my wife. Yep, you both are. But yet you are parents. I accidentally made her a parent with Jack. That was a couple of years ago, but yes. It was a one-night stand by accident. I was drunk. How does a kid get drunk? I was a boy back then. Here's the thing. In the past, I wasn't legally allowed to drink. I was, per se, allowed by my non-biological father to drink. He says, "Oh, it's a natural, boy. You can do it, boy." I'm like, I don't feel comfortable being called a boy. And then I find my wife as a friend, obviously. And it was a one-night stand by accident. And she messaged me on computer, because I had a computer back then. And she said, "I am a kid. You got me pregnant." I was like, shit, I got someone pregnant. And by the way, we were hitting puberty that early in life. So she finished her first one. And I'm not saying what it is, because it's a stream. and you didn't want it being said anyways.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't stream.
And this was our first kid, but because of my fear, I had to give full custody to KB and Fyro here, which is my uncle.
Yeah. And we had a little chit-chat about who's supposed to have full custody of the kid.
Yeah, his name's Jack, by the way. On social media, on Twitch, he calls himself Jacko Moon, because he likes the character Jacko Moon, or Jack from the Sun and Moon show. He got into that, and we were like, hang on a minute. He sounds just like Jack from the Sun and Moon show. And I said to Uncle Fyro, can Jack be Jack for the Sun and Moon show who's non-canon side on Twitch? And this is what he said.
Yes, he can be. But just for the moment, my son Dylan is going to be Jack. Right, that's my voice.
It was on phone.
Yeah, there you go. And yes, I did say that. And after some time, Dylan went off with Charlie, who played Puppet. And by the way, she's trans. She decided to finish off with her character, Puppet. By the way, she sounded just like Matt, but it's her natural voice. And I allowed her to do what she needed to do for Puppet. The canon side happened, right? So she was like, can we replay that but on Twitch? And I said, can we do it as like a non-canon death instead? Like how she died instead. And where Foxy hasn't done anything for Puppet to die. But yeah, Puppet Master decided to kill her off in the non-canon. She couldn't control it. And I should say this. His name is Sammy. We had Sammy and Charlotte in ours, just like in the original. And basically, yeah, Sammy took over and tried to kill Foxy in the non-canon version, if everyone's seen that, which they have on Twitch, which we are talking on Twitch for. And yeah, Foxy didn't kill her. He basically didn't have any powers. He didn't use his sword. Charlie, by chance. The other one that was slowly dying, yes, in both canon and non-canon, she had powers in the non-canon. She used that power to try and get rid of Sammy. What happened, you may ask? Sammy died with Charlotte, and Foxy blamed Charlie for it. But then he left, but FC stayed. FC decided, I'd rather stay, father. I'd rather see if she's going to be okay. She had the punishment, obviously, to get rid of her powers, but they came back and she became the puppet. And obviously, Flora was the puppet, by the way, the other puppet. And she said, hey, and it made me cry. Yep, it did. And I also said that iconic line, like, can I say something? And Fyro, by the way, he did amazing for Foxy. He said, sure, because it was Foxy and Puppet, aka Charlie, for the non-canon, instead of Eclipse and Charlie. And I said, hey. And he cried as Foxy, and he said, don't ever do that again in my face. You are not Puppet. You are not my wife. And
I said, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to test something. And he was like, don't ever test it again. But yeah, I think that's it for the stream because we're nearing something. Because it has to be 30 minutes in order for it to class as a stream. Don't know why. I thought, okay, and now it's going to be classed as a stream. It's not. It's clearly not, because on YouTube it classes as a normal video. But that's completely fine. Like, really, it's completely fine. So, Jazz, I need to eat now. That's completely fine. I'll leave you to it. Bye, everyone. Yep. And the reason why I say what I need to say is because it's turning into an actual video on YouTube. So, for those on here, on Twitch, make sure to follow and subscribe when you've got the money that you're 18 plus and can watch things that are appropriate for 18 plus. Because 18 plus has swearing and quote-unquote fun. Okay? From me and my wife. And Michael Afton playing an 18 plus game. And yeah, for YouTube, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye! Hey everyone, sorry for the short video kind of stream that happened on Twitch. We had to short it down because of Jazz, but yeah. So I decided to do this little video. Don't know how long it's going to take, but it will be put on into the video. We did a poll, by the way. I didn't add that in because of audio wise only. And what happened was the poll ended with Teelerland. Recognise it? Because I love the ship Teela X Finny. That's a fan ship. Wish it was canon. But Nitro likes it from Fairy Tales FNAF. Go sub to them. They're amazing. There was also a wheel on another one. I took away the Teelerland game from the wheel, and it rolled to Eddie and the Misfits. So after Juniors it would be Teelerland, then Eddie and the Misfits. Because I don't want you all to be so disappointed that Teelerland's going to be last on the list. That's going to be changed onto the channel description. I hate my wrist, by the way, because I clicked. If anyone heard that, sorry. But yeah, basically, yeah. And also, we didn't add gameplay in it because for a reason. It was just a chat, kind of vid / stream. Funny how Twitch adds it as a stream, but YouTube classes it as a video. But because I'm going to do this on my VOD channel, the Withered White Foxy one, that's only going to be for live streaming. Basically meaning once I've live streamed, it's on there. But if it was 16 minutes of a live stream, it classes it on there. So on this channel, it's going to be VTuber stuff. Because yes. Also, hi, this is my face and voice. Well, this is my face. If newcomers came. Also, 35.3% are not subscribed. Maybe change that up. Can we subscribe? And like. And even comment some nice things. Like saying how your day has been. And everything. Because that's how it should, I think, work out with analytics. Now, I love how you are watching, but 35.3%, I know it's less than 66 point something. I checked my analytics, by the way, but 35.3%. Can we change that, please, to like 0% like last time? Because I had a like 99
0.1%. Then 9% was not subscribed. Now it's gone up a little. Please can we change that? And please subscribe, because that would mean a lot to me. I'm trying to reach 100 on this channel. We are like 59%, well, 59 subscribers away. We were at 58 away. But someone decided to unsubscribe immediately after someone subscribes. Don't know why. I mean, if you're bored of the content, you can just unsubscribe. It's free to subscribe, by the way. But if you're coming back to watch my videos, please hit that subscribe and bell notification. That way you don't miss a video. Or any video that comes onto here. I know I've been offline for 3 weeks. Like, no uploads on this channel for 3 weeks. There's been a going on streak of 4 weeks now on my Fire Hormone Stories channel. I've mentioned that before on the first stream VOD, and I'm going to continue. Basically, what's going on is I'm still working on my comic, Cosmic Energy. And then I had the idea for another video story called The Perfect Match. I didn't think of a name before, but The Perfect Match. It's basically meaning you are going through someone's story, helping them through. But it's kind of like Dispatch as well. But no, we are not copying Dispatch of how they're doing it. It's a game, and we're doing it as a normal video. There will be voice acting in it, because I have a ship called Philip X Marie. If you haven't already seen the playlist, Philip is the cat-inspired one. Okay. It's also inspired by Miraculous. Okay. If you've heard of that series, you're an OG, because I've watched it too. And here's another thing. Philip is inspired by Adrian / Chat Noir. That's French for Black Cat, by the way. And Marie is inspired by Marionette. So basically, it's a non-superhero X a hero for this kind of story. We're going to go into their story first with YN. You. Here's where you come in. Basically, you join the team and you see Philip and Marie together. Coincidence? I think not. And you hear them call each other names. Hold on, they're together. It's against the law in their universe. The whole universe is against heroes and non-heroes getting together. What would you do in this situation? Would you just let them? Would you tell the law company? If you tell the boss, Philip would be literally pissed off about it and lose his powers, and then they're both together anyways. Or you bring Marie in, have her part of your team, train her up, and she gets her powers. Or you just leave it. You'd be like, I'm just going to tell the government, and Philip would be in jail. Because a hero, by law, if they are catched dating a non-hero, by the government themselves, in the universe, they are sent to prison for life. That's not okay, is it? No. So it's your decision. Do you A, let Marie in to be a hero? B, you tell the boss and Philip gets fired? Or C, you tell the government and Philip gets put into jail for life and he has to break up with Marie and she has to go find someone else that's not a hero? your decision on that. I'm not going to continue it. But yeah, those are your 3 options for before that happens. I gave you options before on that channel, by the way. Because yes. But you've all decided, oh, let RF help Asher out. Or Ash. And that was a perfect idea because I had no other, endings to it. So, basically, I had no script for Asher/Ash because, I wanted to see what you would all pick. And because you picked let Royal Pharaoh help, I had to quickly write something down on computer, and that computer is being fixed. I've saved everything, by the way. I saved everything on a hard drive. That's in recording studio. And I will use it on someone else's computer I'm allowed to use, which is my wife's. She allows me to use it. And I will simply transcript it onto my phone. Send it off to my phone if it wants to work. Because if the emails don't work, then what's going on? But I basically just send it off as files, and I'll just click on them. It's simple as that, really. But with screenshots, I have to send them through myself, from my wife to myself on Discord, because that's what happens. I take pictures on my phone and it does not work. But yeah. But also, because I'm still working on cosmic energy, it does not mean it's stolen. It means it's a highly functional working system of where the artist is working on something. And if it takes more than a month for part 3 to be finished of chapter 3, it means it's not stolen. I have worked on the first chapter for over a year, and I had to change my style, by the way, because this style is so yes to me. Then chapter 2 took me quite a few months, actually, because during that whole year I was redrawing it for everything. Now chapter 3, part 1 and 2 was in the works for a couple of months as well. And I finished that, that's why I uploaded it with voice acting. Now chapter 3, part 3 of Cosmic Energy is still in the works since I uploaded that chapter 3, part 2. Because I was like, I need to sort this out. And then I'll put that on pause. Now, the reason why the stories have changed on there is because 1, I want to focus on the Pharaoh legacy. 2, I want to focus on cosmic energy whenever possible. 3 is literally the Pharaoh sanctuary. And 4 is where I want to focus on the perfect match. So, that's why a lot of stories are off there. Meaning I'm not going to work on them. Because I realised Alonso's story, Alejandro actually, he does not want it done. So I'll delete that whenever possible. I didn't actually do it anyways. So Alonso told me, Alejandro has told me, don't talk about my story, don't talk about my past. Perfectly fine. We won't do that. And then there comes a time where I also had to think, will the Glitchverse Dreamers happen? No. Why? Because I realised Glitch Tales existing already. And if I use stuff from that channel, wouldn't I be supporting I'm going to say this, allegedly wrong person? I'm saying allegedly because I don't know if she actually has done something or not. Because people have talked about her allegedly doing something wrong. Allegedly. I'm sorry. She did something allegedly wrong about my, I'm wondering how, if she's doing animation, she's been working on and off with animation, and she takes breaks and works on her animations for Glitch Tale, and has voice actors now. So you're telling me she allegedly did something wrong? The creator of Glitch Tale. I don't think she allegedly did something wrong if she's taking breaks and everything, but please tell me in the comments, what did she do wrong? Like, allegedly done something wrong? I don't get it, because there was drama about her doing something allegedly wrong, and please, if you can, in my visit community on this channel, send in a link and tell me that that's evidence against her, about her allegedly doing something wrong, because I can't. If there's no video against her, then there shouldn't be where there was drama in the past about her, because she allegedly done something wrong. Because I can tell animators take time out of their work just to make stuff. Like, they take time out of their days to work on animation and everything. So it proves there were haters going against her to say she allegedly done something wrong. This was the past, by the way. So that's why I'm not doing the Glitchverse streamers. I still like Glitch Tale. Don't get me wrong, I like Glitch Tale. And I've been watching it through AMVs. No, you're going to say, watch the whole thing from season 1 up to now. It's easier that way. No. Let me watch AMVs through it, because it gives me motivation to do something that I can't do. Basically, animation. So I watch other people do stuff, and like AMVs. That gives me a motivation to do AMVs, but I don't want to. Not anymore. Also, there's something else. With Sibling Shenanigans, I did say I was going to schedule them. I haven't worked on it yet, so sorry. I will work on it. I will work on the second episode of season 8. That's in the works. Hopefully soon, then scheduled, because I'm trying to take a break. But yeah. What else? Like I said before, with alarm clocks, I don't use them, nor with my phone. Because one, I have my phone silent, because I don't like people calling me. 2, I don't use alarm clocks because I wake up in the afternoon. Now, you can wake up in the morning fresh like a daisy. That's an example. And you can go to the gym or work. These are examples. I said names, and they just make a video, by the way. This person made a video saying, I am these names, yes. Thinking I'm talking about them. I have mentioned so many names before, and many thought it was them, that I was attacking them, yada yada yada. I'm not. I mention names because there's different people going by their names. So it could be anyone I used to know from high school. Anyone can be called Hannah. Anyone can be called Frankie, or Kai, or Alex, or anything. Anyone. Does not mean I am attacking a certain person who goes by these names. And the reason why I said that Cairo is a ship name between me and my wife, because I think it that way. And many others have gone by Cairo, and they kept that name. And I apologise to them people. So, I apologise to this person who thinks I'm attacking them, by the way. So please, can you delete that video, because I can't message you, because I've got you blocked, because you were doing something wrong, and I can clearly see. Now, these many haters are still calling me out on stuff that's completely ridiculous. Apparently, me existing is wrong. So they attack me for that. Or, oh, my life's the same as yours. Okay. And then some people say, I'm an orphan, by the way, and, okay. These are haters that are saying this. If you were an orphan, you'd be forced to associate with others, and you wouldn't be able to have any phone, tablet, computer, anything. So explain that if you were an orphan. Because if you were an orphan and then you get adopted, that's when you then get to learn e-safety. Now I can understand if some of your sorry asses were very much in pain from parents. Because, believe me, some parents are shitty. And that's why some people call me their father figure. Or dad bear. Or anything, basically. Except for female ones, because someone accidentally called me Mama Wolf, and I said, don't call me that. Please, I feel uncomfortable. So I had to explain to them, I may look female, but I'm male, trans male, and pansexual. That is where they were like, oh, but you sound female. Okay. I understand, because my voice changes from female to non-binary to male. Sorry, to male. On any time of day. So in the mornings, if I'm woken up for the morning, I kind of sound like I'm fresh as a daisy. I'm not. I hate the mornings. So how do I wake up? Sad to say, a parent wakes me up when I want to wake up myself. But they're like, oh, if you want to wake up yourself, you'd end up sleeping for the whole day. I'm like, what do you mean? I've woken up multiple times by myself to then tell you guys I've woken up. And you ask me, why are you up so early? Why did you wake yourself up this early? I'm like, I've had my sleep. I didn't stay up. Because I often think I stayed up all night. No, I wake up because I want to wake up. And you think I'm going to sleep in all day. And then you think, oh, I don't get it with my parents, okay? So, anyways, that's why I don't have alarm clocks, because they wake me up when they shouldn't be. I keep telling them I will wake myself up when I want to. And they take that deliberately as, oh, you're going to sleep in all day. Or, oh, you didn't even sleep at all, that's why you are awake this early. Can someone explain that in the comments? How does that work if you slept and you wake up yourself in the morning without an alarm clock or a timer? Please explain that. Because if you're a parent and you're saying that to your kid, wouldn't that make them feel less happy that they're awake in the morning? Because it does with me. It does with me. If you're a parent and you're saying that to your kid, and you hate that your kid's sleeping in to an unemployed hour at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, yes, you would be angry. But at the same time, your kid's unemployed and doesn't have school. So please, don't say that to your kids if you're a parent. But anyways, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye. Papa Lee now. Bye-bye.